Hey everybody, this is Kane here in my bedroom. Currently working on some of my game design classwork and stuff right now. It's been a while since I got to really use Unity 5. I probably look like crap right now, I'm tired. But yeah, so I just wanted to make this little video for a few people. I wanted to dedicate this to because while I am working on this level live for a little bit, currently working on a clock tower type room, or should I say area. That's going to be like a little training room for the players. This is still for those of you who probably remember a while ago. It's actually, man, it's been a while, when I was talking about doing a magical girl or anime Sentai style game that I was working on with Unity 5. Well, this is a part of that. This is actually going to be the training room for a steampunk influenced character that a friend of mine will be voice acting in the future. And I want to give a little shout out to friend Justin, all the way in Honolulu, Hawaii, who is getting all of his professional training, and also got to meet and hang out with Steve Bloom and a bunch of other anime voice actors during QuietCon. And this is for the area that his character will be training in. Also, I would like to give a shout out to Malika Rochester, who actually inspired me to make a clock tower type level, influenced by the classic horror clock tower games. And I was also wondering if I should just make a straight up horror level, which I think I just might, or even just do a clock tower inspired little survival game and whatnot. So also shout out to JC Morgan Freeman, all the way out there in the Philippines, who's working hard to get his degree and whatnot, work with different game programs. I know he's probably very happy right now since I just got him connected to Unity 5 for free and whatnot, and some classes and things, and I'm really hoping that things go well for him. And I really hope to see what he comes up with. And also shout out to Dan Johnson, who is developing his game. That is looking pretty awesome. Got to see some of the new stuff with it as of late. And Dwayne Johnson will be having a film coming out in 2 months. I'm very proud of you, bro. And I'm not really sure who else I should really give a shout out to, but I just want to let some people know that yeah, I'm still working on some stuff. This is a really raw level compared to some stuff that I've showed in the past, because I just legit started working on this level today, and I had to relearn a lot of stuff because I just needed a break from a lot of things in my personal life. But you know how that can go. But I think that now I've had enough breaks, and it's time to just buckle down and get a lot of stuff done, which I'm really looking forward to. And just a little quick tour of this level, well, this part of the level that I'm working on. So this right here is going to be the marker for the portal that the character will be coming through. And as he comes out, the camera will pan backwards for a bit, or doing those semantics of moving around the actual area. These three things here will be paintings, possibly depending on how I get to do things, it might even be moving pictures with characters telling a story with 3 plaques, and as the character walks up to each plaque, they'll talk about a certain scene of things that are taking place and has happened. They might have a few more going along, the outer walls as they're going to be built. And as you make your way back around, you have a choice of 3. I'll have like 3 different markers or arrows that'll have text to it that the characters can choose where they're going to go to, what they're going to do. This little area here is actually going to, this little area here, I actually want to give a shout out to Janice Lynn, because of her. We did a photo shoot many years ago when she was playing as one of the characters that's part of this particular game storyline. We did a shot that was in a pillars type area, and I'm recreating those pillars in the game itself. Trying to get the lighting a little bit better, but it's kind of late in the day. But yeah, so I'm kind of recreating those pillars where she did the shoot at, and this is actually going to transport into like a battle arena so that the player can learn how to use the combat system. Mainly this whole area that I'm building is just so that the player can learn most of the controls mechanics, of like basic jumping, controlling the character, running up these steps, jumping over this. If you're following my cursor, jumping over this area, there's gonna be like a bunch of debris and stuff down here, because like I said, once this area is finished, it's going to look like a very, very old clock tower, and with some very gothic type themes taken from medieval or Venice type art. And I can't even pronounce the culture and stuff, but Andrew Webb would know exactly the culture I'm talking about, because I think it's Bulgarian, and but there's a lot of stuff I'm going through from in culture. But yeah, so the character is just going to learn how to use a lot of basic functions of how to move around, and just explain what the different buttons are going to do, and as they go to certain other levels and places, like once I finish adding, because I'm getting ready to start working on the second level of this area, so it's going to be like a few different levels, and as you go up the clock tower, you'll see more and more things, and more story will be explained to the character of what's going on, why they've been brought there, how they got their powers and whatnot. And like I said, this here will be the battle arena that they'll be able to practice against a few weak foes, of just learning some of their basic attacks. And I am going to build another area so that they can just practice their magic or power abilities and whatnot. A little bit of steampunk is thrown in there and stuff. So definitely a shout out to Tracy Chan, the Hawaii Steampunk group, and brother Jonathan Pinto and Alicia Miyamoto, all the way out there with Dylan Andrew from an old role-playing group in Hawaii. They actually kind of also help influence what's going to be happening with this part of the game. So yeah, I haven't really stopped. I might take breaks from time to time, but I'm still working on a lot of levels and whatnot and the templates, and then I'm going to throw things on there. I'm not going to be showing a lot of things over time, because unfortunately not everyone wants to see you succeed. Not everyone wants to see developments, and they'll try to accuse you doing all types of crap or stealing from other people's work, even if you're working with those people and whatnot. And you know, jealousy is a very disgusting thing from people and stuff, and you know, sabotage and whatnot. But you know, I'm just showing a little live video feed of me actively building and working on my level and moving around and whatnot, and just getting things to where it needs to be. And I'm about to really start working on the second floor. This video is probably gonna cut off in a second, but hope you all enjoyed this video. Hope that you enjoyed the music, and I hope that you're all doing well. And also, sorry if it's shaking a bit, but my arms are tired. Brother's been hitting it hard in the gym, and it's kind of hard to keep the camera straight, you know, but up in my reps and whatnot. And also, I love when, you know, other people challenge you in the gym because they think you're smaller than them. They think they can, you know, make you look bad. But then, what happens when your weight maximum is 60 pounds more than theirs, and what happens when your reps are 60 or more than theirs? You know, no excuses when the proof is in the pudding. And always remember to let your body rest, you know, and heal after working out and whatnot, you know, or fix these levels. You don't want these gaps in between. So bring that down just a little bit and slowly move that up now. But yeah, I'm looking forward to doing a lot of cool stuff and just staying focused and not allowing depression to really control or stop me or slow me down, because, you know, you don't get time back. There's no restart button for us. But in these video game worlds and stuff, you know, they can enjoy the restart button, you know. But I'm gonna make some really interesting, pretty cool levels in the future. Probably show them off, like a little before and after developments of certain things and whatnot. But I guess some people can probably say that God of War has also kind of influenced a little bit of the way this level is looking. But yes, this will be for a clock tower. However, I guess some people can probably say like a British cathedral style clock tower that also has some Greek influences with some of the architecture. Oh, excuse me. But I have another level I need to go back to doing that's going to have a Kush Empire look to it, and I have to do a little more research with Ethiopian architecture and Mayan, Aztec, and Khmer, Khemer. I think it's Khmer or Khmer. Sorry if I mispronounced it. I think Ramina Naran would know how to pronounce it correctly, because that's the culture that she comes from.